The room went silent when the CEO finally spoke. Her voice was steady, but her eyes trembled as she looked at the little girl hiding behind the man's leg. "Why?" she asked slowly, almost whispering, "does your daughter call me mommy?" The single father swallowed hard. Because the truth he was about to tell would not only shatter her confidence, but change all their lives forever. And once you hear his answer, you'll understand why no one in that room ever walked out the same again. Elena Hart was known as the woman who never hesitated. As CEO of one of the fastest-growing tech companies in the country, she had built her empire with discipline, precision, and an emotional wall so high that no one dared climb it. Her employees respected her. Her competitors feared her. And her personal life, that had been locked away years ago. So when her assistant told her that a junior software engineer named Daniel Reyes had brought his daughter to the office because daycare fell through, Elena barely looked up from her tablet. Until the child ran toward her. Tiny shoes tapping on marble floors. Soft curls bouncing. And then, "Mommy." The word echoed through the executive floor. Elena froze. The little girl wrapped her arms around Elena's legs as if she had done it 1,000 times before. Her grip was tight. Familiar. Protective. "I missed you," the girl murmured. The entire office stopped breathing. Daniel rushed forward, face pale with shock. I'm so sorry. "Sophia, sweetheart, that's not." But Elena was already kneeling. Her heart was racing, not from anger, but from something dangerously close to recognition. The child's eyes were wide and brown. Her nose slightly tilted. Even the way she tilted her head. It was like looking into a mirror she didn't remember owning. Elena gently pulled back. "What did you just call me?" The girl blinked. "Mommy." A nervous laugh rippled through the room. Someone whispered that kids imagine things. Someone else joked about daycare confusion. But Elena didn't laugh. Because something inside her chest had cracked open. She stood slowly and looked at Daniel. "Come to my office. Both of you." The walk down the hall felt endless. Inside the office, sunlight streamed through floor-to-ceiling windows, but the air felt heavy. Sophia climbed onto the couch and played quietly, humming a tune Elena hadn't heard in years, one her own mother used to sing. Elena crossed her arms. "Your daughter called me mommy." "Explain." Daniel sat down, hands clasped so tightly his knuckles turned white. "I was hoping this day would never come," he said quietly. Elena frowned. "What are you talking about?" He looked at Sophia. Then back at Elena. "Because I didn't know how to tell you, without destroying you." And that's when Elena realized this was no misunderstanding. This was a reckoning. Daniel took a deep breath. "6 years ago," he began, "you were rushed into St. Mary's Hospital after collapsing during a board meeting." Elena stiffened. She remembered that day. Stress. Exhaustion. A blur of white lights. "You were unconscious for 3 days," he continued. "Doctors found out you were pregnant." Her breath caught. "That's impossible," she whispered. "I would have known." "You didn't," Daniel said softly. "Because your condition was life-threatening. The pregnancy nearly killed you. The board made a decision. Your family made a decision." Elena's legs weakened. She sank into her chair. "They told us you lost the baby," he said. "But you didn't." Her heart began pounding so loud she could barely hear him. "They induced labor early. A little girl was born. Barely breathing." Sophia looked up from her toys. Daniel's voice broke. "I was a medical resident then. Assigned to your case. When complications got worse, your family ordered the baby taken away." Elena's eyes filled with tears. "No. They wanted your career intact. Your image clean. No distractions." Silence swallowed the room. "I couldn't let her disappear," Daniel said. "So I adopted her. Legally. Quietly. I raised her alone." Elena stood, shaking. "Then why does she know me?" Daniel smiled sadly. Because I never lied to her. He turned to Sophia. Sweetheart, tell her. Sophia stood and walked toward Elena, holding a small, worn photo. You're my mommy, she said simply. Daddy said you were sick and needed time to be brave. Elena collapsed to her knees. All the years she thought she was empty. All the nights she wondered why success felt hollow. Her child had been alive. And calling her mommy this whole time. Elena reached out, hands trembling. May I hold you? Sophia nodded and wrapped her arms around her neck. And for the first time in her life, Elena's heart cried without shame. Weeks later, Elena publicly stepped down as CEO, not to disappear, but to rebuild. She restructured the company with compassion. She exposed the board members who stole her choice. She reclaimed her identity. And every morning, Sophia waited at the window. Because mommy always came home now.